Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. You know, at this channel, we are an anti-criminal, anti-terrorist channel. We do not support, sympathize, or emphasize with any criminals because criminals are people with depraved minds. And we at this channel, we are not depraved minded. We believe in the rule of law, and we believe that no one is supposed to be forced to obey the law. Once you break the law, then you're subjected to punishment. At this channel, we are not beholden to any political parties. We are not here on any political party wish list, and we are not doing anything or looking any political favor for any political party. All we are here about is to speak the truth and speak it ever. We know that a lot of people will feel hurted, but feelings are meant to hurt because the truth is very, very hurtful. But at this channel, you have to learn to put on your big boy or your big girl pants or skirt or frock because at this channel we burn it hot. So I wanted to listen to this recording that I've done over 3 years ago. And for those who think that I'm some keyboard warrior, I wanted to show you that look, if it was a God, I would not have God. I was spared. So you watch, you listen, you decide because I'm going to expound and expose some corrupt politicians in Jamaica because I'm not beholden to none of them. I am neither Labour right now, PMP. I am from a PMP community though, but but I do not support criminality in no form, whether PMP or JP. So you watch, you listen, you decide. This is an anti-criminal, anti-terrorist channel. We do not support them or emphasize with them in any way or make excuses for them. Police officers and decent Jamaicans. Well, a policeman, called me this evening, saying, boy, I sound more like a PMP than a former police, and he's a PMP police. So I was just here listening to him, and listening to him and him ranting. And so I reminded him, I said, all right, well, since if I was a PMP police, how comes I get transferred from Clarendon to St. Elizabeth? And I say, how that? I said, well, when I was stationed at Crafts Hill, because I was working, doing my job, the Member of Parliament summons me and the sub-officer. He's dead. Rest in peace, Lloyd Scott. And the MP told me that I am arresting many of his supporters, and I risk for him not to get re-elected. And because of my policing, and I don't understand the struggle because, as a man whose roots go right back to jungle, to Jonestown jungle, I should, I'm supposed to be a PMP police. That's what, when he summons us. And why didn't went there at the same time, when he had told, because I had told his bodyguard then that I don't work for any politician. The chain of command go through the Commissioner of Police. That time we have the crooked criminal, the worst Commissioner of Police ever. The black, real African man. You understand him, Roy Thompson. And you understand. So I explain and tell him, even the Member of Parliament bodyguard that brought the message, one of the police officer is still serving. He's a detective sergeant. When I said one of, he wasn't accused of being a Labourite police, because I didn't even know then as young police that that there were police that operating as political instrument for politicians because of promotion. Growing up, never liked politicians because all I've seen is destruction and that they have created for the poor people. You understand what I'm saying? Brainwash the people and let them do all kind of manner of evil in their name. And at the end of the day, they are the one that end up in problem. So I explain to him, and tell him why I don't see myself as, I have never seen myself as a political activist. Because all my years of service, nobody could control me. You understand what I'm saying? I always operate in the ambit of the law. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody could say I was there, boy, or the third that. Anyway, so we were talking and he was asking me about what do I think about Delroy Chuck. So I laugh and he asked me why I laugh. So I tell him, I said, I'll address it, man. So this is the forum now where, I'm not going to call his name because he's still serving. So when it come on to Delroy Chuck, that, well, I hope that the UK, America, and Canada, you understand, they're taking a note of what this man is saying. Because if these police, remember, these international police, remember a Jamaican that came from Central Kingston Police here, he was arrested and charged by current DSP Paul Thompson. You understand? He was a detective corporal then at Central. He arrested a man by the name of Ethan Green, one of the most notorious criminal and informer that was in England, and he even conned Scotland Yard, conned them and commit how many crimes. So so when these people think that they are smarter than criminals, they don't even know, because Jamaican criminals smart, very smart. So Delroy Chuck he has a plan now for the Jamaican criminals, you understand, to export them, to give them people who convicted for murder. So anybody in the Caribbean, if you just listen to what I'm saying, because I am based on the article and what the police officer is saying. So if you're convicted for murder, rape, robbery, anything in Jamaica, Delroy Chuck has a plan to expunge those people's record and turn them into model citizens and send them to other countries to commit more crimes. And that is his job, You understand? I don't know why this man loves criminals so much. Because if you kill someone and then you know that the government is gonna give you a clean record, because in Jamaica you kill somebody, it's all depending on your political allegiance and the only people that get harsh sentences in Jamaica are police officers. Criminals and noted criminals, they are given slap. If you're a PMP, you cannot go to prison in Jamaica. You understand? Known PMP, you cannot go to prison. When you appeal, you're going to win. Just look at Tesha Miller. You understand? The Klansman, noted criminal. He was charged with how many murders and then he was convicted for robbery. And one appeal, because the judges and the politicians, they are all friends, And you don't want anything else than what happened with Kern Spencer. Kern Spencer was a former member of parliament. He was charged with corruption, and all the evidence that was there, even the judge and the prosecutor were at war with each other over the case, because the judge wanted the prosecutor not to tender certain evidence, you understand, so that they could free Brother Kern. You understand? And he walked away after he committed his thing. So that's how it is in Jamaica. If you're connected, you cannot go to prison. You understand? Because these people make sure that you're taken care of. That's how they operate there in Jamaica. So as I'm saying now, when it come on to Delroy Chuck, so most of these young police officers that are there in Jamaica, they don't know the people that were in government. Delroy Chuck, he represent uptown, where the elitists live, the same people who call police bigger than barefoot boy and country boy have too much power. And as a police officer, they write their friend a ticket. The next thing, they get transferred from Constant Spring to wherever they want, because how dare you? And if a warrant is out for one of them for traffic breaches and a police arrest them, immediately that person will get bail at the station, which is, I didn't know that when the court issue a warrant for you because you failed to attend court, that you could get, that you could get bail, station bail. So there was this boy up by Grandspen by the name of Andrew Pang. Andrew Pang was no choir boy. You understand? He was a known Dan. When I said Dan, I mean people that Dans are people who extort businesses in Jamaica, commit crime, because that's the way that they go about doing their thing to make a living. They have no legitimate means of income, unless you're like Bulby, the Dan from Spanish Town, the Klansman, who was able to get his contract from the PMP government. But that's how it is there in Jamaica. So this man now, Andrew Pang, is known in Jamaica back then, you know, as a big time done from up by Grandspan, and you know, a lot of people that most of the time these guys from up these, you know, garrison, they're hired hitman. And this guy in the middle, early in the morning, there was a woman constable, woman police. So to show you how criminal, you know, they have no art. So there's a woman police officer by the name of Karen Tingle. And Karen Tingle, she was involved with a man and had a kid for the man, and something happened. And anyway, it is rumored that the man had hired Andrew Pang to kill her. And the guy, Andrew Pang, killed Karen Tingle on a road off, I don't remember the exact road right at this moment. He had murdered her early morning, that was before 9, in her police uniform, in her car. That's not Omar. And you know, based on the statements and everything, it was pointed to Andrew Pang as the killer. So the police were in pursuit of him, and anyway, he was finally cornered by the police in Pembroke Hall, and he was killed in a shootout. And Delroy Chuck, he went on a rampage against the police. It was Renita Adams' team, and he wanted them to charge a murder because Andrew Pang was a good man. When Andrew Pang, this is not done, you know. These people have police that bodyguard them, and these police. He's one of the politicians who have never attended a police officer's funeral, but he was at the Dan's funeral. The man who killed a police officer. So police, young police, when I'm telling you guys to leave, you understand what I'm saying? Leave Jamaica Constabulary Force, because you're serving an organization in which the people who are legislating, they are legislating against you. You don't want nothing than what happened to the 3 constables from Unsby in that shooting at Norman Lane. You understand what I'm saying? Even I don't know them personally, but I feel it as a former detective from Unsby, because Norman Lane is it's the mother of all murder in the garrison Kingston 13. And those jurors that convict those police officers, I hope they can sleep, you know. I hope they can sleep. But it's a pity is that these same people, that they will experience a little of what most Jamaican people have been going through with these criminals. You understand? It's very disheartening, man, that they, you know, how on God's earth you're gonna convict somebody for a crime like a crime in which there is no crime there? Because if it's not murder, you cannot convict them for manslaughter, because manslaughter is an accident. They weren't firing in the shot, so it's not accidental shooting. They were defending themselves, you know. So back to Delroy Chuck. So Delroy Chuck now, his next operation now is to get these heartless criminals, rapists. Because number one, like for me, I have never listened to a Jacqueline music. I would never listen to a Munga Honorable music. Munga Honorable killed Mr. Vegas' nephew. It doesn't matter what the madman had done. It gave him no right to go and kill the youth. You understand? Jacqueline, I don't see how people listen to Jacqueline music. A man who raped a woman. He and 2 other men, and he still haven't given up the other 2 men. And people glorify this man, a rapist, you know. You understand what I'm saying? I could even like when I'm on YouTube,
and I'm listening to music, I could never, it doesn't matter if his song is good. Once I see his name, even if I'm listening to mixes, I could never listen to any music by that man. Rapists, I don't like them. But that's how Jamaican people are. You understand what I'm saying? They're easily to forgive people that commit certain crime. A man who's a rapist, man, have no, should not get any props in society as if he and revere and his music is good. Delroy Chuck is not a friend of police. He's an anti-police, pro-criminal member of parliament. And any police officers who are bodyguard in Delroy Chuck, you are a disgrace to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the decent Jamaican people and your family. And if you come from country, all the people in my country, you are a disgrace to them. You understand? A man like that is security guard for guard him. You understand? And when you're following his wife to supermarket, you're a disgrace because you're not even doing it to your family. You understand? Delroy Chuck is he's one of them, that created Indicom. Note to the police officers that the best prime minister Jamaica ever have that look out for the police is the most hated man, the man that died yesterday, Edward Seaga. Yes. Oh, so because I'm going to say this now, you're going to hear PMP police now, because everything for them in Jamaica is, if you're not a PMP, you're a GLP. You cannot talk because you don't have a mind of your own. You cannot think independently. So the reason why I would say that Seaga is one of the best prime minister when it comes down to security. Seaga wasn't an anti-police prime minister. He had his fault just like any other human being. And we know that he was the man who, created Tivoli because it was out of political experience. Not making an excuse for him. But when Seaga became prime minister, I could not even go to no man's land, because no man's land, that's where the police post and the soldier were. Where they had people fenced off in Jamaica. You understand? Like a concentration camp between Rima and Jonestown. When Seaga became prime minister, you could walk anywhere in Jamaica. When I was in Waterford, I could go to any house party during the summer and go and listen to lyrics. That's a sound. Walk from Third World, walk from Edgewater, go right back to Waterford. And nobody trouble you. Can you do that now? Because these guys, they created the artificial borderline. You understand what I'm saying? From 1989. But when Seaga was prime minister, I am telling you, police, Seaga didn't create any agency, not one agency to prosecute police. You understand what I'm saying? And when Seaga was prime minister, as people used to respect and love police. Because at the time, when I graduated in 1988, December, from the Jamaica Police Academy, you understand what I'm saying? As a constable, just with my police ID, I could and I was able to command a coaster bus, a $250,000 bus. Most Jamaicans don't even know what I'm talking about. Especially, I'm talking to young police officers. $250,000 bus, a coaster or a Tata, as one police officer with no gun, and nobody would do anything. And any help you want, people would help you on the bus. That would not happen now, because that's a society that he had created. You understand what I'm saying? That the people respect the police. But the PMP, trust me, they have created a different environment. Yes, now I'm a PMP police, them are called. Yeah, Porter, yeah, labor right and this and that. But most of them not gonna tell you about with the home guard. You have some DC who are home guard now, You understand? And what the DC did, what the home guards did, and chase all, even police have they abandoned their posts when Michael Manley was prime minister because the home guards them take over. You understand? So one of the best prime minister Jamaica ever had when it come on to law and order was Seaga. Not that he didn't have his fault, because he wasn't perfect. You understand? But he was much, much better than all of them. Like even this man. Yes, if you like the video, just press the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. Make a comment below. Tell us what you think about the video. Because we are not beholden to any political party in Jamaica or anyone. We're just here to
represent the people because we want a decent and better Jamaica. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. And to those who Instagram and text me, and now you see that I am not no keyboard warrior because I am not afraid of anyone. I have served a third of my life in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I came to America and I served in the military. I was injured, and I know that I can only die once. I have so many enemies, and the enemies are mostly police and ex-police. Even the criminals, them even telling me that I am too, that who were criminals and people whose life I've changed, that have met me during my tenure as a police officer. They appreciate what I'm doing. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police out.